I feel like one of the most common questions we get asked at the dealership when people are talking about Tahoe is the one we're in today is leather.
Correct.
What trims of Tahoe come with leather versus cloth?
So we do have the LS, which will come in cloth, the LT, which will come also in cloth. Not really a big sticking point though. I mean, I've definitely installed leather on both an LS and an LT.
Yeah.
We do the leather right through the dealership with the aftermarket leather. It comes out very, very nice.
Cool.
So I've definitely had that. But as far as trim levels from GM, the Premier is going to be the one with the leather on it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It's funny, that's a question we get asked a lot, but that's good news for people who want one of these cars. They can get it on the lower trim and really doesn't cost that whole lot of money.
Not at all.
That whole extra bump compared to switching trims. Let's talk about driver aids or what you got there at the door handle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna adjust my mirrors here quickly. We're gonna have, it's nice, in the Premier model we got the power telescopic steering column. So you got the up and down movement here, which is all power, which is nice with the joystick. I got a full power seat. I'm nice and comfortable, adjusted everything here. Nice thing about it is it's got memory seats on the Premier. So even if we're swapping drivers between the two of us, you can have your favorites and I can have my favorites. Everything will be memorized from driver 1 to driver 2.
And correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't GM now have that feature where if you're getting in or you remote start the vehicle with the app, it'll remember the profiles?
It will, absolutely. It remembers it from the key.
That's insane. So basically so I have my own key fob, Jeff has his.
Yeah.
When Jeff goes and starts the car, it just knows this is the way Jeff likes it.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's a feature.
Awesome.
That's a feature you really can't put on a brochure. Like you gotta feel it.
Another thing that's overlooked a lot of the time on the Tahoes is the power adjustable pedals as well.
Okay.
So a lot of the times people get in, they adjust the seat, they adjust the steering wheel, and they still don't really have that full comfortable feeling. This has fully adjustable power pedals that come up and go down. So I mean, people with a little bit of shorter legs, they can kind of bring it up. People with a little bit of longer legs can send it down. So that way you have overall comfort for everything.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like that big of a vehicle. Like
not at all.
It's crazy. Like I was driving around. One of the last videos we did was in one of the trucks, but even the Silverado and the Sierras, like the turning radius on those trucks,
yeah,
they're huge. But then all of a sudden you go and you try and turn a roundabout. Like I don't know how they do it.
Right.
And in this truck too, like this is a Tahoe, right? Or is it the Suburban?
No, this is a Tahoe.
Tahoe, just the back seats are down. But yeah, the turning radius in this thing is crazy tight. Hopefully we'll be able to, I don't want to say do a U-turn today, but maybe we'll try it out. Talk to us, is there anything special about the steering wheel controls or anything like that? It's pretty standard layout, right?
Yeah, pretty standard layout. I mean, on this model, we're going to have their pre-collision system on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, matched with all of our cruise control options.
Cool.
You're going to have a heated steering wheel. One thing I was noticing just while we were driving, different from some of the other models, the 22s on this Premier model definitely make a difference as far as the ride. I don't know if you could feel how smooth it is. I was definitely surprised.
It is pretty smooth. It's surprising all this construction here on the road, man. But
it's just super smooth.
Yeah, it's quiet too.
Mm-hmm.
It is really quiet. Surprisingly for it's a V8, right?
Yeah, V8, and it drives like you said. It's not hard to drive. It drives much like a car. Whereas when you're driving those bigger pickup trucks, you definitely feel like you're driving a truck.
Yeah, this is a strange. Does this truck have cylinder deactivation too?
This one I have to double check just to see the engine because the 5.3, there's two options on it. One's got the DMF, one does not.
Cool. Okay. So in terms of the console here, I'll just play around, but the one thing I will say, and obviously, slightly biased being in a GM vehicle all the time, but we don't have a phone paired today, but the rate at which it remembers and pairs your phone is ridiculous.
It's awesome.
So like talk about, the first 30 seconds you get in a car if you're hopping in and out a lot, but imagine your seats are already pre-adjusted and it automatically, like almost sometimes before you even push the button, like start the car, like your Bluetooth is already synced. Like
yeah, your music's already playing for you and stuff.
Crazy fast. There we go, some music, we'll mute that. We don't want to get burned. YouTube take anything down, but yeah, it's funny. A lot of companies try and reinvent the wheel with these infotainments. I think GM's done a pretty good job. Like you get everything you need.
Absolutely.
Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is a saving grace.
It's all under the projection app there. As soon as you plug in,
connect your USB. Yeah.
Exactly. All the USBs are just in the middle there.
Awesome.